Hi you guys, it's Brittany from the blog thebeautyrevival.com, where we're inspired by home and the people in it. Okay, in today's video, I want to talk all about what to buy at Ikea for a designer home on a budget. Ikea has long been one of mine and everyone else's favorite places to shop for home decor. The reason that I love it is that they make beautiful pieces that are often very neutral and versatile, so you can use them in many different home decor styles, and they're inexpensive. They're usually a fraction of the price of any other retail store, so they're a great option. And that's why I wanted to make today's video all about the different products that we have used in our home that I recommend to other people when they're trying to get that designer look, but they don't have a lot of money to spend. My biggest trick with this is to always be mixing, just like people would say with fashion, mix high and low, and nobody will ever really be able to tell what was high and what was low. The same goes for home decor. When I bring in Ikea pieces, I want to mix them with lots of other pieces. These actually don't have to be expensive pieces. Most of my home decor comes from either Ikea or HomeSense, but I have mixed a couple other. I have a Restoration Hardware dining table. It's more expensive now than it used to be when we purchased it, but just make sure that you're mixing lots of your decor so that you don't go for that Ikea catalog look, unless that's the look you're going for, which then great. But that's not the look that I'm going for in our home. I like an eclectic modern farmhouse with some boho vibes going on in our home decor, and for that I mix lots of different brands throughout our home. And with Ikea, that's very important because it is also streamlined and minimalist looking, that in order to make it look more designed, like a designer came in and made over your whole room, you want to make sure that you're mixing those products in with other home decor. Okay, so let's get to it. What are the top home decor items I recommend from Ikea for a designer home on a budget? To start things off, I've talked about them before, but I'm going to talk about them again, the Hemnes Ikea dresser line. I think that's how you say it. I'm not 100% sure. Hemnes. We have two Hemnes dressers that we have had for over 7 years in our home. One we left as is, but we put on new hardware. And then the other one, I painted the drawer fronts in an ombre pink pattern, and I think we left the hardware as is. So those we've had for 7 years, and you guys, they look as good as they did when we bought them 7 years ago. This is a great product. They're honestly better quality. They look more high-end than a lot of way more expensive dressers I have seen or purchased from other companies. So we cannot recommend the Hemnes dresser line enough. So then the next thing I want to talk about are Ikea light fixtures. I actually wasn't a huge fan of Ikea light fixtures back in the day, but they have really stepped up their game, and I have been going on there sometimes before anywhere else when I'm sourcing light fixtures out for a project and finding some really great options. My favorite are their bamboo line. We have two in our house that I think have been discontinued, but they're always coming out with new shapes and new styles in that bamboo, that woven bamboo material, and I really like them. They're very well made and they're beautiful. And then I was just on there when I was preparing for this video, and I found a beautiful shaded chandelier that I absolutely love and actually might think about putting in our dining room because I'm looking for a new light fixture for there. Maggie! Poor Maggie, she got a haircut, so. Okay, so my third on the list is plant pots and belly baskets from Ikea. I love Ikea plant pots and belly baskets. They're super affordable and they're always coming out with new cute designs, but their classics are great. Like they're white, they have the white ceramic plant pots. They have like a woven grass braided kind of plant pot. They have really little ones for on your shelf, or they have bigger ones for the floor. And then they also recently, now when I say recently, maybe it was a couple years ago, they came out with a belly basket that's really affordable. And those are great. I love using those to place plants in and put them on our shelves and stuff like that. So I love all of the plant pots from Ikea. They are a great option. They're an incredible price point, and they look really beautiful when styled on your shelves, in your living room, bedrooms, all of that kind of stuff. So I love those. Okay, and then moving into some more of the, if you're working on a renovation in your home, less decor items, are the kitchen cabinets and their countertops. I have had to pull teeth to get some of my clients to trust me that the IKEA kitchen cabinets really are amazing, that they look really beautiful and really high end. And just because they're from IKEA doesn't mean they're going to look cheap or that they're not going to last very long. They are, I'm not sure if it's the same line as the Hemnes dresser. They feel the same. These things are durable and they look beautiful, and they are going to be your most affordable kitchen cabinet if you are renovating your kitchen, or even if you're building and you want to just put in a brand new kitchen. We have used their products in kitchen renovations quite a few times, and we love them every time. And once it gets in the kitchen, our clients love them too, and they can't believe that they're IKEA products and that they almost wouldn't put them in their kitchen because they really are that incredible. And then recently we worked on a project flipping a house, and we put in an Ekbakken. I don't know if I'm saying any of these words properly, but an Ekbakken countertop. It's laminate, I believe, and it's meant to look like concrete. It's gray. It's a light gray with lots of marbling in it. You guys, this was one of the most, when it came in and we saw it in person, because we're ordering everything online or somebody's going and picking them up for us because our closest IKEA is 4 hours away. But when we finally saw it in person, I couldn't believe how stunning that countertop was. They apparently make it in white too, so that it looks like faux marble, and people have raved about it. So if you're looking for an affordable countertop option, make sure you check out the Ekbakken line from IKEA. I'm going to be leaving links for everything I'm talking about in the description box below. So if I'm pronouncing something wrong or you don't know how to spell it, make sure you check out that description box for all of the links for all of the products we're talking about today. Okay, so then the next thing that I want to talk about are, of course, I sing their praises all the time, but the IKEA Lack floating shelves. When you see floating shelves in our house, they are the IKEA Lack floating shelves. We have used them in our old house, this one, in our flip project. I think we just put some in. Did we put any in my sister's house? Actually, no, I don't. I think Jade built all of those. But we absolutely love them. They are just as good as any, if not better than any other floating shelf that you'll see, and they are called Lack, L-A-C-K, floating shelves. And we actually have a tutorial on how to put these on your wall so that they're secure and they're not going to fall off, because my husband has figured out some tricks to make them extra secure, and I will leave a link above for that. You can click over if you want to check out our IKEA floating shelf mounting video. And then the last thing I want to talk about is actually still in the Hemnes cabinet, or the Hemnes dresser line, but it is their shoe cabinet, and you can see it behind me. We get a lot of questions on Instagram and in our stories about what do we store in that cabinet? Do we actually put shoes in there, or do we use it for other things? So I wanted to include this separately as one of my go-to options for home decor from IKEA, because it's not only a great price point, but it's awesome for small spaces when you're tight on storage. We actually use it to store all of my husband's items, like his basketball shorts, his socks, all of those kinds of things that can just be tossed in there and that he's not worried about getting wrinkly or that need to be folded. But you could really put anything in there. You do not have to use it just for shoes, and it's great for narrow spaces. There is maybe 3 feet, maybe less, like 2.5 over there for my husband to walk to and from when he gets out of bed, and it fits perfectly over there. So I can't recommend that one enough either. We love it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. We would love it if you followed along by hitting that subscribe button. We share weekly videos with inspirational and attainable content for making your house a home. You can also find us on thebeautyrevival.com, on Pinterest at The Beauty Revival, and on Instagram at the.beautyrevival.